On this episode of Esto as PGA Tour Latinoamérica, we will look at our alumni's latest wins on the Korn Ferry Tour.
I've always felt like I can win out here.
It's emotional, it's awesome, it's everything we've worked for.
Leading the PGA Tour Latinoamérica points list, Mexico's Álvaro Ortiz discusses the road ahead.
Cuando te agachas los ojos para ponerte sobre la bola al putear y ves que tus manos están moviendo, es cuando sabes que pues, las cosas están en serio, ¿no?
We will also learn about the FORME Tour, a new series of tournaments that will provide PGA Tour Canada members a path to the Korn Ferry Tour this summer. All that and more coming up next on Esto as PGA Tour Latinoamérica. Esto es PGA Tour Latinoamérica. Only 2 years into his career as a professional, Guadalajara native Álvaro Ortiz is the latest star on the rise from Mexico. The 25-year-old is in position to follow in the footsteps of his older brother, PGA Tour champion Carlos Ortiz, and his fellow countrymen Abraham Ancer and Bobby Diaz.
Creo que el golf mexicano está empezando a vivir su mejor época. Estoy seguro que lo mejor está por venir, que estos siguientes 10, 20 años donde realmente el golf mexicano va a tomar su lugar en el mundo. Ha sido gracias al apoyo y al gran trabajo que se ha hecho de la gente que apoya con patrocinios, desde la Federación Mexicana, la selección. Tocó ver a Lorena Ochoa siendo la mejor del mundo, pero dominando. Pues te inspira y te empuja. Y espero que ahorita lo que estamos haciendo nosotros inspire a futuras generaciones y vengan a hacer mejores cosas de lo que estamos haciendo, ¿no?
It's great to see the level of golf here in Mexico continue to rise with guys like Abraham Ancer and Carlos Ortiz playing on the PGA Tour. And we know Álvaro will follow in his brother's footsteps very soon.
Following a highly successful career as an amateur, which he finished with a win at the Latin America Amateur Championship to earn a spot in the 2019 Masters Tournament, his path as a professional got off to a bit of a rough start.
Cuando fallé 2 veces seguidas el Q-School del Korn Ferry, yo yendo por primera vez al Q-School de Latinoamérica y ganarlo, en mi mente sí estaba muy claro que era 1 año y pasar, pero si llego a pasar 2 o 3 me va a hacer crecer como persona y mucho como jugador porque tiene un gran nivel. Es una planeación larga, pero por ahorita sí quiero terminar el primer paso de mi plan, se podría decir, terminarlo con el pie derecho.
Starting his career as a professional in May of 2019, Ortiz made 5 PGA Tour starts, but he was unable to take advantage of his early opportunities at the highest level.
Creo que golfísticamente hablando, probablemente esa ha sido la mejor parte de mi carrera, pero mentalmente no estaba listo para el reto que estaba enfrentando. No esperaba nunca en mi mente yo jugar el Masters y después dar ese salto oye, te estamos presentando una oportunidad para que juegues en el mejor tour del mundo. Mentalmente creo que no sabía lo que estaba pasando, no me cayó el 20 creo en ese momento de lo importante que era. Mucho de qué aprender, poder hacer esas simples rondas como rondas de práctica con mi hermano, con Abraham, jugar con jugadores como Bernhard Langer, Matt Wallace, y te empiezas a dar cuenta de que en el nivel golfístico no estamos tan lejos. Espero que sea la primera probada del máster que tengo en mi carrera para que me ayude a eso, a poder algún día poderme poner el saco verde.
It's time to take a look at what the PGA Tour Latinoamérica members have been doing across social media. Tour member Ben Cook had a great run at the PGA Championship, finishing as the low club professional. He got a nice crystal bowl and this picture with Phil Mickelson, who made history as the first 50-year-old ever to win a major. If there's a player coming in hot to restart our 2020-21 season this month of June, that's Jose Toledo. The Guatemala native recently recorded back-to-back victories at the Mexican Tour events that were part of the Dev Series. Way to go, Jose! On May 7th, the golf world celebrated the life and legacy of the great Seve Ballesteros, who passed away 10 years ago. Gone, but never forgotten.
And the winner of the gold medal, champion golfer of the year, Severiano Ballesteros.
For a three, and he's just done it. Oh! You think he enjoyed that one?
Last but not least, on Mother's Day, our members and alums took time to celebrate their #1 fans on their special day. When we come back, we'll see how Tyson Alexander became a Korn Ferry Tour champion 3 years after his PGA Tour Latinoamérica victory in Costa Rica. And we will hear from current Tour #1, Álvaro Ortiz. Esto es PGA Tour Latinoamérica. Esto es PGA Tour Latinoamérica. PGA Tour Latinoamérica former players remain on fire on the Korn Ferry Tour, where they have put together an impressive total of 6 wins in a span of 12 tournaments. Tyson Alexander and Austin Smotherman were the latest to add to our alumni success, with victories that moved them closer to the PGA Tour.
Yeah, man, what a week. Golf's kind of been kicking my butt the last couple weeks, but I don't know, I've kept fighting and somehow it worked out this week. And yeah, I'm just thrilled that it's my week.
Alexander fired a 64 on the final round to come from behind and win the Veritex Bank Championship. At 23 under, he topped Theo Humphrey by 1 stroke to claim his first career Korn Ferry Tour win in Arlington, Texas.
I mean, Theo still had to play the 18th, so I was kind of still in game mode a little bit, trying to prepare myself for a playoff.
The 32-year-old from Gainesville, Florida, who won the 2018 Costa Rica Classic on PGA Tour Latinoamérica, secured the win on his 49th Korn Ferry Tour career start.
I've always felt like I can win out here, and it's just kind of nice to see me kind of play to my potential, I think.
Alexander, a University of Florida alum, entered the final round trailing by 5 shots, but shot 3 under on the front 9 to shorten the gap and get into contention. His birdie on number 9 was the first in a string of 4 consecutive birdies, and a final birdie on 16 ended up securing the title over Humphrey.
So just like the last about 4 or 5 holes, I kind of knew, and then 17, I saw that I was actually in the lead, and yeah, brought it home.
Alexander, who comes from a long line of successful golfers, entered the week in Arlington ranked 88th on the Korn Ferry Tour point standing, but now ranks 31st, not far from the 25 who will secure PGA Tour cards at the end of the regular season.
Winning is really hard, especially at this level, but I feel like I still have work to do. Like there's other mountains I want to climb, and I feel like this is kind of just a stepping stone, and hopefully it'll give me a lot of confidence going forward.
Prior to his first Korn Ferry Tour win, Alexander's top finishes were a couple of top 10s recorded at the TPC Colorado Championship at Heron Lakes and the Pinnacle Bank Championship presented by Aetna.
De Estados Unidos, Tyson Alexander.
Alexander played 2 full seasons on PGA Tour Latinoamérica in 2017 and 2018, making a total of 30 career starts. His best season in Latin America came in 2018, when he recorded a victory and 4 other top 10s in 16 starts to finish 7th on the order of merit. His win came at the Costa Rica Classic, where he edged out Chris Kilmer and Eric Steger by making eagle on the second hole of a sudden death playoff that at the time took him to the top of the order of merit. Ortiz claimed runner-up honors in his first start as a PGA Tour Latinoamérica member at the 2020 Estrella del Mar Open in Mazatlan, Mexico. Despite his impressive total of 26 under, he finished 3 strokes off the pace, set by tournament winner Alex Rocha.
Todo el trabajo que hice en mi carrera de college y los trabajos que llevo haciendo con Justin, mi coach, que llevo trabajando más de 10 años con él, ya han como llegado a un lugar donde esa habilidad golfística siempre está ahí por lo general. Me ha ayudado mucho a encontrar esa paz adentro de la cancha y poder darme la oportunidad de jugar mi mejor golf.
A year after his runner-up finish at the Estrella del Mar Open, Ortiz made a triumphant return to Mazatlan to win the 61st Mexico Open Championship.
Creo que no es fácil cuando llegas al torneo y está tu cara por todos lados, en las campartas y hasta en las botellas de agua. La verdad es que Estrella del Mar es un lugar que me encanta y me siento como en casa. Curiosamente fue la primera vez que atendí a la selección nacional mexicana y ahí como que empieza mi proceso realmente de golf. Entonces en Estrella del Mar realmente me siento muy cómodo y todo creo que fue cuestión a ciertas cosas de mi actitud y de mi preparación mental hacia el torneo. Y creo que si te fijas no hice ni una reacción ni celebré ni un tiro hasta el hoyo 18.
Ortiz arrived at the 61st playing of the Mexico Open with a mission. It was a lifelong dream to win his National Open Championship, and he accomplished it with a strong performance. To make things even more special, he had brother Alejandro caddying for him, with his parents and other relatives and friends also in attendance.
Las emociones se viven más a flor de piel porque pues quieres jugar enfrente de tus familiares, ¿no? Y sabía que estaban ahí, pero me gustó el hecho de que me podía como distraer viendo a otras personas o saber que eran unos de la multitud. Y con mi hermano a la bolsa, pues fue increíble. Creo que la primera vez que me quedé en un torneo profesional y la verdad creo que no pude haber hecho un mejor trabajo del que se hizo y pues la semana salió perfecta.
Admittedly nervous, Ortiz entered the final day trailing by 5. But played well enough to put pressure on tournament leader Jorge Fernández Valdez.
Empecé muy nervioso, pero empecé jugando muy bien. Los primeros 3 hoyos, cuando agarré el pot las 3 veces, estaba temblando. Y sabes que cuando estás muy nervioso y a veces cuando tiemblas, a veces no te das cuenta, pero cuando te agachas los ojos para ponerte sobre la bola al potear y ves que tus manos están moviendo, es cuando sabes que pues, las cosas están en serio, ¿no?
Ortiz had 4 birdies and 1 eagle between holes 10 and 15 to charge into a tie for the lead, and then parred the final 3 holes to secure his first career victory as a professional.
Y una vez entrando en el back nine después del pot del 10, todo fue como espectacular porque Jorgito empezó a jugar muy bien y yo fue cuando entré como en el trance donde pues todo me salía y todo lo que veía era.
With only 4 events left to complete the 2020-21 PGA Tour Latinoamérica season, Ortiz has his sights set on the prize, hoping to move up to the Korn Ferry Tour, a stage where his older brother Carlos claimed Player of the Year honors in 2014.
Creo que mi hermano en una entrevista lo explica muy bien, donde de las 20 y tantas semanas que juegas en el año, solo 6 vas a jugar bien. Hay que hacerlo contar y hacer los números de puntos mayor posibles para así ganar tu tarjeta del PGA Tour.
Who hasn't found the ball in a bad spot to hit from a bunker? It can be a nightmare, right? Well, in a new installment of Golf 101, PGA Tour Latino America member Rowan Karen provides us with a couple of tips to survive whenever you're in a sand trap.
My name is Rowan Karen. I'm from the Netherlands. I'm a pro on PGA Tour Latin America, and this is Golf 101. So on this shot, where you have a severe downhill lie in the bunker, what I'm gonna try and do is get a really wide stance and get my shoulders parallel to the downslope. So that way I can hit a normal bunker shot. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open the face up all the way and just hit a regular bunker shot and let the club do the work. So kind of like this. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. I hope this was helpful for you guys. This was Golf 101, and see you next time.
Coming up on Esto as PGA Tour Latino America, we will see how our 2018 Mexico Open champion, Austin Smotherman, claimed one of the coolest trophies in golf at the Korn Ferry Tour's Simmons Bank Open. We will also learn about the FORME Tour, a new series of tournaments that will provide PGA Tour Canada members a path to the Korn Ferry Tour this summer. Esto es PGA Tour Latino America. Esto es PGA Tour Latino America. Only 2 weeks after Tyson Alexander's win in Texas, another 2018 PGA Tour Latino America champion claimed a Korn Ferry Tour title of his own at the Simmons Bank Open, a tournament that supports the Brant Snedeker Foundation.
A huge part of what we're trying to do here, right? We're trying to raise some money for Middle Tennessee, my foundation being a beneficiary here. So, raise money for junior golf, for our kids' organizations, for High Hopes, all kinds of different avenues to kind of help disadvantaged youth and kids in Middle Tennessee. So without this event, we couldn't do a lot of stuff we're trying to do. And Sned's Tour is a big beneficiary. It's our junior golf tour here in the state of Tennessee. We've got 1,900 kids playing, about 91 events throughout the course of summertime. So lots of fun stuff, lots of great stuff we can do, and being able to host a great championship like this and at a great golf course like the Grove kind of makes everything worth it.
Austin Smotherman, the 2018 Mexico Open champion on PGA Tour Latino America, started his week at College Grove with a 65 to share the opening round lead with another Latin America alum, Stephen Yeager. A second round of 69 allowed the SMU alumni to claim the solo lead through 36 holes. His road to victory was not easy, though. The 27-year-old from Dallas, Texas, had to battle several weather delays throughout the week, and players such as Brent Grant, who tied him for the lead through 54 holes.
I knew I was playing well and up and around the lead all day. The delays did not make it any easier. Luckily, I have my wife here. We grabbed some food, able to talk and hang out. Same thing with Brandon Wu. But it's emotional. It's awesome. It's everything we've worked for. And
Smotherman stood strong on the final day and managed to pull away with a huge chip in for birdie on 17. Finishing the week at 16 under, he went on to win by 3 shots over Carl Ewan and Paul Haley II. It was a memorable Mother's Day for Smotherman, who claimed his first Korn Ferry Tour title on his 50th career start on tour.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Love you.
With the win in Nashville, Smotherman charged inside the top 25 on the Korn Ferry Tour point standings. As the tournament champion, he was presented with one of the coolest trophies in golf, the Seamus Gulf Gibson guitar, fabricated of black and steel with a bronze tone.
you're going to take whatever trophy you're going to get, but this one's got a little sweetness to it. It's 40 pounds, so I'm not going to be playing it every night, but I might have to start figuring out how to play guitar, so I'll let you know in a year or two.
As a PGA Tour Latino America member, Smotherman made 31 career starts between 2017 and 2018.
I won the Mexican Open, the 59th Mexican Open in 2018. It was the PGA Tour Latino America Tour, the Mexican Open at Tijuana Country Club. And that week, I think I shot 18 under and won by 3. I don't know if I led wire to wire that week. That's kind of a little cherry on the top for this week.
That time he won on PGA Tour Latino America, Smotherman opened the Mexico Open in a tie for 10th and worked his way into a 3-way tie for the lead with 18 holes to play. A final round of 65 secured him the win by 4 shots. With his win in Nashville, PGA Tour Latino America members have now collected an impressive total of 31 victories on the Korn Ferry Tour. The COVID-19 pandemic has made things difficult for players competing on the developmental tours, especially those with PGA Tour Canada membership. After having their 2020 season canceled, things weren't looking good for a 2021 season to happen in Canada because of restrictions and other COVID-19 related issues at the US-Canadian border. The pandemic even led to the cancellation of the RBC Canadian Open, a historic PGA Tour event that didn't get to be played in 2020 and 2021. Under those circumstances, the PGA Tour announced the creation of the FORME Tour, a new tour that will allow PGA Tour Canada members to compete in a series of US-based events between late June and early October. The FORME Tour is sponsored by FORME, a wellness technology company that designs therapeutic wearables to optimize neck and spinal alignment, correct posture, and boost recovery. The FORME Tour will be conducted identically to other PGA Tour affiliated tour tournaments. The tour membership will feature the top 60 points earners from the 2019 PGA Tour Canada season, qualified members from the PGA Tour University ranking, and those who successfully qualified at the 3 qualifying tournaments in 2020, and the 7 2021 qualifying tournaments. The US-based tour will feature 8 72-hole tournaments in 7 states, beginning with the L&J Golf Championship at Jennings Mill Country Club in the Athens, Georgia suburb of Watkinsville. The season-ending tournament will be the FORME Tour Championship at The Ridge at Back Brook in Ringgoes, New Jersey, which is only 45 minutes away from Philadelphia. The FORME Tour top 5 points earners will secure 2021-22 Korn Ferry Tour membership, along with others advancing to the second and final stages of the Korn Ferry Tour qualifying tournament. On our next episode, the 2020-21 PGA Tour Latino America season resumes with tournaments in the US and Colombia. So we'll have all the highlights from the club at Weston Hills Open and the Wholesome Columbia Classic presented by Volvo. We will also review the successful season Tour alum Steven Yeager is having atop the Korn Ferry Tour point standings.
Yo les voy a enseñar cómo tirar un bump and run y un flop shot.
On Golf 101, Mexico's Isidro Benitez will show what's the best way to play inside 100 yards. All this and more coming to you next month.